Hey, welcome into Montezuma Winery. I'm Shane Truman with the Auburn Doubledays. I'm here with Kelly and Olivia from Montezuma Winery, and we are here today with our 52 for You podcast sessions. So we are starting these podcast sessions with one of our partners, not only in the community, but at Falcon Park as well, doing wine slushies for us and having some of the wine here at Falcon Park. We are at the site of Montezuma Winery. Kelly over here is the marketing manager for Montezuma and the rest of their brands, and Olivia is the graphic design and social media mogul here at Montezuma Winery and the rest of the brands that they carry as well. So many of you may not know some of the different brands they carry. So I want to invite Kelly to talk a little bit about the different wineries and brands that they have right here at Montezuma.
Hi, Shane. Thank you. So here at Montezuma, we specialize in fruit and honey wines. We also have the drier vinifera grape wines and sweet grape wines as well. We also have our Hidden Marsh Distillery, where we offer an array of distilled spirits. Our bee vodka is one of our most popular spirits, and we also have a brandy, corn whiskey, and we have a new apple pie, corn whiskey, Judd's apple pie. It is very good. So we have a lot to offer here at Montezuma. We have a couple other wineries, our sister wineries, down in Lodi. Idle Ridge Winery has mostly vinifera grape wines, dry and sweet. Our sparkling Moscato is one of our most popular down there as well. And just recently we purchased the neighboring winery, formerly known as King's Garden Vineyards, and we rebranded and renamed that to Fossenview Winery, and they're going to have a variety of wines down there, honey wines, fruit wines, and traditional grape wines as well.
Well, I can tell you that I get really excited when you guys talk about honey wines and you talk about honey vodka. Like the bee vodka is one of the smoothest, most delicious vodkas that I've ever had. I do tend to enjoy my vodka a little bit with a little OJ, so the bee vodka works perfectly for that. Now, with all the brands and all the wineries around and you handling social media, Olivia, what does that entail for you, and how do you help market through social media and also design some of the labels or some of the things that are going to catch people's eye?
Okay. So with marketing, we really do focus on social media because it's such a popular method now, and so many people are on social media and targeting the younger audience. So each winery, each business has their own social media page. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So just creating content, getting pictures that goes along with that brand, and that also goes with the design as well. Each winery, each distillery has their own brand, and we try to stick with that to help the marketing, and yeah, it really helps, especially through social media.
And what would you say is, obviously marketing in our area is tough. We're kind of in between big markets, and so it's a difficult place to market. Kelly, with you being the marketing manager, how do you overcome some of those challenges? Social media obviously is a big way with what Olivia does, but how do you look at overcoming some of those objectives or some of those areas that are a little concerning in marketing? And also, where do you look to market? I mean, wineries in this area can draw from all over. Where is your target market, and how do you kind of go around the trouble with our kind of black hole marketing area here?
We rely on some other partnerships. We're part of the Cuba Lake Wine Trail, so that helps get our name out there and draw people in from other locations as well. Finger Lakes Tourism Alliance, Seneca County Chamber are a couple other of our partnerships that help us market out of the area as well.
And speaking of Seneca County Chamber, some big news for you guys in the last week or week and a half. It's kind of a big deal. They were named the 2018 Small Business of the Year by the Seneca County Chamber of Commerce, showing what you guys are doing. From when I moved to the area about 8 or 10 years ago, I came to Montezuma quite a few times, and I don't think you had a lot of those other wineries. You had just gotten into the distilling. I think at that point it was a pretty new process. With all these new things going on, it shows the progress. It shows the direction that you guys are going in a positive way. How do you promote that on social media with all the positives happening, with all of the good things that are happening here at Montezuma? What are some ways that you take that and run with it on social media, Olivia?
Well, we definitely do promote it on social media, creating, covers and profile pictures to show that in posts, even blogs. I hope to blog about it as well. On our website, putting web banners on our website, because we're eventually going to have a physical banner outside our winery. But, we really want to get it out there that we won this award, because we're proud of it, and all the staff members here that have worked so hard to get this award. And yeah, we definitely want to get out there as much as we can.
Okay, what are some of the areas, Kelly, that we talked a little bit about where you market. Where are some areas that you really focus your marketing on? Is it more local, or do you look at a national approach, or kind of what way do you look at marketing here?
Usually it's a little bit more local rather than national. Visitors guides, we focus a lot on tourism in the area, and we want people to come, and see what the Finger Lakes has to offer, and being one of the stops. Montezuma being one of the stops. So visitors guides, we do a lot of off-site events, from Buffalo to Auburn or Hudson Valley.
Okay.
So that helps market us and gets us in other areas, and so people are aware of us and stuff.
Excellent. And another big event that's coming up for you guys here is the Great New York State Fair, correct? So when we got here today, you actually told us there is a lot of activity going on. We're bottling wine. We're loading stuff up. The forklifts are moving. So we're actually, after we get done with our interview out here, we're going to go take a look back there. You can share a little bit with us about what goes on back there, how you guys get ready for a huge event like this. What does that do for you guys in a marketing aspect? Do you market that you'll be at the state fair, or do you let the state fair kind of take care of the marketing for you? I'll start with you, Kelly. How do you approach the fair from a marketing aspect, but also from a business side, and to grow your brand?
Yeah, so we do a lot Olivia has done a lot on social media as a countdown to the fair to come and see us. We actually are going to have 4 Montezuma booths up at the fair. And we'll have a Idle Ridge booth and a Fossen View booth. So I think we have 6 total booths up at the fair. And we'll have our wine slushies, which are very popular. And you guys know at the Doubledays games. So, yeah, we're pretty excited about that. So we've done a lot of social media, and we have a great following up at the fair. So.
Yeah, I noticed that the fair has been a Montezuma staple for quite some time with the wine slushies, and I think you guys were on one of the cutting edge wineries in that case of getting the wine slushies out and doing a lot with that. How does that tie in with what you do, Olivia? And, obviously you have a certain way that you do things every day to make sure people are coming to the winery. But how does that tie in with the fair? What are some of the different things that people might see following your Twitter or your Instagram or your Facebook with you being at the fair?
Well, like Kelly said, we have been doing a lot of marketing on social media, counting down to the fair, just trying to build excitement, anticipation that we're going to be there. So really just posting, like she said, our slushies are a huge hit. We do also offer our wine. You can buy it by the bottle or by a glass. But yeah, our slushies, and Fossen View Winery, our new winery, is going to be offering a peach sangria and a blueberry sangria slushie. So I know a lot of people are excited about that.
Yeah, it's something a little bit different, right? It's not the same. You don't get the 2 varieties, the red and the white, or you can swirl them. Now you have like 16 different options. And as Kelly mentioned, you guys do provide wine slushies at Falcon Park for all Doubledays games. So what we've told people is it's a little like a mini New York State Fair there. You don't have to wait till August to go to the fair. You can now come to Falcon Park anytime there's a game and have a wine slushie. So we're excited about the partnership, and we love that you guys are there. I think this year has been a nice feeling out process, learning a little bit about Falcon Park. Give us your thoughts on what you've seen from Falcon Park and with the partnership with the Doubledays. Where have you seen the potential? And obviously we're going to have growing pains and trying to get people to know that it's there. Right. But what are some of the things that you've taken away from this year at Falcon Park?
I think that, you guys are right in our backyard, and it is fitting that we're there with you guys through the season, and everyone seems to be enjoying the slushies there as another option at the park, and it's great on these hot days
Oh.
to get a ice cold wine slushy. So yeah, we're glad to be there with you guys, and
Yeah, and what we've seen too, what's really exciting for us is we've seen an increase, I think, in people starting to know they're there and going down. And everybody that gets them is like, why didn't you do this 5 years ago? Because this is something that's much needed. We've been a beer place forever. This is the first year we've had wine. The wine slushies have gone over well, and we've heard a lot of positive feedback. So we're excited to have you there as well. What are some of the things that you guys do in the community? We talked a little bit about something that you guys do to help with ovarian cancer here locally in our community. So I want to give you guys each an opportunity to talk a little bit about that program, what it is that you do, how you raise money for it, and where that money goes. So Kelly, can you give me a little overview of the program and tell everybody what it's about?
sure. So we worked with Hope for Heather, is ovarian cancer awareness, not-for-profit group out of Syracuse. And they help spread ovarian cancer awareness throughout central New York. And we worked with them to create a wine. It's our Hope Dry Rosé. And part of the proceeds go directly to Hope for Heather. And it was we marketed it very big at the fair last year. September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, so we have it for sale here in the winery. We also have it for sale up at the fair as well, and not all the proceeds, but part of the proceeds go back to Hope for Heather.
Absolutely, and I think that's a great program that you do. And what's really exciting, everybody probably doesn't understand the business side of things who's going to watch this, so there's all these operating costs that people don't understand. But when you say you're giving a portion of the proceeds, that goes a long way. And when you say, well, not all the proceeds, that's good, because you still need to be able to make that wine again and promote that you're going to have it, right? So how does that impact what you do with the social media piece of things and with the graphic design? When you're talking about fundraising opportunities, for people to buy a wine, how does that work into what you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, so we definitely try and promote this wine a lot because it benefits such a great cause, and we want people to know that when they're buying this wine, they're supporting the Hope for Heather cause. Actually, this weekend, we're doing a promotion based on that because tomorrow is National Nonprofit Day. So to celebrate that for the whole weekend, we're going to have donation jars up in our tasting room, and for every dollar that people donate, we're going to match, and then we're going to donate that to Hope for Heather. So we're always trying to get that out there and help this cause because it's close to all of us. And Bill, one of the co-owners, is actually one of the Men of Teal. So we're really involved in this cause.
Awesome. And Bill is a great guy. He's been down to the winery a few times. I see him actually at T-ball and soccer and some other events in our community. So, what you said earlier about being in our backyard and us being in your backyard, the partnership makes sense because we're local people. We're trying to do positive things for our community as a whole. So we love hearing that the partners of ours are doing more and more of these things where they're helping to benefit the community. So before we go take a little tour and take a little walk around and see the preparations for the crazy New York State Fair that you guys will be at, I want to get an opportunity for you to give a sales pitch, so to speak, to everyone that's watching. Why should they come to Montezuma? In our area, just like in other parts of the country, there's these little wine pockets, right? Our area is a big wine pocket. We have the Seneca and the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail. So there's so many options. What differentiates you, and why should people visit Montezuma Winery? So I'll start with you, Olivia. What do you think?
I just think we're such a great place to stop. I mean, we're so fun. We have wines that are for everyone, even spirits. We have our wine slushies. We now even have wine ice cream. I know, it's delicious. We have a great gift shop, homemade fudge. So it really is a stop for the whole family. It's in a great location while you're on your way to other wineries. So I think it's definitely worth a stop. So come in and see us.
I love it. How about you, Kelly?
Yeah, like Olivia said, we have something for everyone. We're at the top of Cayuga Lake, so we can kick off your tour right down Cayuga Lake. And especially like in the holiday season, our gift shop is amazing, and we have something for everyone.
I agree. We were inside. Our camera guy back here, Chris Trill, and I were inside, and we were looking around, and he goes, "Wait, this is a winery?" He said they've got vodka here, they've got brandy, they've got like basically what looks like an apple pie moonshine in there, and then you look and there's crafts and there's different things that you can do. When we walked in today, it was pretty packed. There was probably 10 or 15 people tasting, and it's noon on a Thursday, so you can see the traffic stopping in. And I think what is great about your location, like you said, you're in between everywhere. So whether you're going to start your trip in Ithaca and catch the Seneca Lake wineries, oh, by the way, you can stop right here and then catch the Cayuga Lake wineries on your way back. So you're absolutely correct. You guys are in a perfect location. You have tourist attractions all around you with the Finger Lakes, as well as the Montezuma Wildlife Refuge right down the road, so people can go check out some of the amazing wildlife that we have here. And really, you guys look in your backyard, and it's like a wildlife refuge. There are animals and birds, and I think it's a great little stop for anyone that's visiting the Finger Lakes, whether you're into tourism or whether you live here. If you haven't had an opportunity to come to Montezuma Winery, you're really missing out on not only some great wine, not only some great spirits, but also some really positive and great people that live here in our community and give back to our community every day. So we want to thank you guys so much for letting us come and letting you be the first stop on our 52 for You podcast series, where we're going to talk about the different businesses in our community and what you guys give back to our community as part of the whole process. So now I'm really excited because we're going to go take a look at the facility. I might even try a wine or two just to make sure quality control is under wraps here. But we really appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to come and talk a little bit about your business and what you do as a whole here. So just thank you so much, and we're looking forward to go take a little tour right now and learn a little bit more.
Sounds good. Thank you for coming as well.
All right, this has been Shane Truman for the 52 for You podcast sessions with Kelly and Olivia from